Hi everyone, welcome again to the class of literary readers and wishing you all happy Mother's Day. So today we are going to discuss about the postmodern era in the history of English literature. So let's begin the video. The timeline of postmodern era is somewhere around 1945 to 2000. Now this period covers the literature after the World War II, and during this period Cold Wars were happening. So this was the age of rapid globalization, science and technology, space exploration and mass migration. As after the World War II, the people lost their homes, so they were migrating from countries to countries. After discussing the historical background, let's look at the major characteristics of postmodern literature. Now, in the postmodern literature, there were some literary concepts, or we can say terms, that were introduced by the writers of this period. So, first we have pastiche. Pastiche, a literary piece that imitates a famous literary work by another writer. Unlike parody, its purpose is not to mock but just to imitate. Now, what is pastiche? In pastiche, the writer imitates any piece of literary work. Maybe he loved that work, so he wants to write that work again. Now, in parody, the writer imitates in order to mock that literary work. सो पास्टिश और पैरोडी में यही डिफरेंस है कि पास्टिश में राइटर इमिटेट करने के लिए इमिटेट करता है और पैरोडी में मॉक करने के लिए इमिटेट करता है. So this was all about pastiche. The next term we have intertextuality. Now this term was coined by the writer Julia Kristeva. Intertextuality is interconnection between similar or related works of literature. The concept of intertextuality is a literary theory stating that all works of literature are a derivation or have been influenced by a previous work of literature. So intertextuality means that texts are interconnected with each other. For example, when we read any piece of literary work, we surely find the reference or allusion of the previous literary work. सो इंटरटेक्चुअलिटी से मतलब है कि टेक्स्ट जो है वो आपस में इंटरकनेक्टेड है. जैसे अगर कोई राइटर कोई वर्क लिखता है तो उस पर किसी और प्रीवियस टेक्स्ट का इन्फ्लुएंस ज़रूर होता है, या किसी राइटर को कोई डिफरेंट वर्क प्रोड्यूस करना हो तो जो राइटर है वह अपने वर्क को डिफाइन करने के लिए, उसकी मीनिंग को समझाने के लिए जो प्रीवियस राइटर्स के जो वर्क्स है उनका रेफरेंस ज़रूर यूज़ करता है. सो ये था इंटरटेक्चुअलिटी के बारे में. द नेक्स्ट टर्म वी हैव इज़ मेटाफिक्शन. Metafiction is a form of fiction which emphasizes its own constructedness in a way that continually reminds readers to be aware that they are reading or viewing a fictional work. So, metafictional works are those in which the writer continually reminds his readers that they are reading a fiction. दिस इज़ नॉट रियल. सो मेटाफिक्शनल वर्क्स में राइटर रीडर को इस बात से अवेयर करवाता है कि वो जो भी पढ़ रहा है वो रियल नहीं है. दिस इज जस्ट अ फिक्शन. द नेक्स्ट वी हैव टेम्पोरल डिस्टॉर्शन, अ नरेटिव विद अ नॉन लीनियर टाइमलाइन. दैट इज अ स्टोरी दैट डज नॉट फॉलो अ क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर. सो टेम्पोरल डिस्टॉर्शन में वो वर्क्स आते हैं जो क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर को फॉलो नहीं करते हैं. इस तरह की नॉवेल्स में कभी स्टोरी फ्लैशबैक में चली जाती है और फिर प्रेजेंट सिनारियो को बताती है. इसमें मेन प्लॉट के साथ साथ कई और स्टोरी साथ साथ चलती है. तो इस तरह के जो नॉवेल्स होते हैं वो कॉम्प्लेक्स होते हैं और आसानी से समझ नहीं आते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी हैव द नॉवल कैच 22 दैट वॉज रिटन बाय जोसेफ फिलर. Next, we have minimalism, defined as when less becomes more. Use of short stories, plotless, alienation, isolated people, deeper meaning depends on the interpretation and understanding. So, minimalism is used for those works in which we have only few characters, the story is plotless and based on the theme of alienation. But these kind of works conclude with a deeper meaning. For example, the play Waiting for Godot. Now in this play there are only few characters and the same dialogue are repeated again and again, but this play has a very deeper meaning as it talks about the meaning of life. सो इस तरह के जो वर्क्स होते हैं वो अपने मीनिंग के लिए वो अपने मीनिंग पर रीडर के इंटरप्रिटेशन पर डिपेंड करते हैं. नेक्स्ट वी हैव मैक्सिमलिज्म. मैक्सिमलिज्म नॉवेल्स आर वर्क्स आर लॉन्ग एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स नॉवेल्स डिग्रेसिव इन स्टाइल. इस तरह के जो नॉवेल्स होते हैं वो लॉन्ग एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स होते हैं. राइटर डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट मैटर और डिफरेंट लिटरेरी डिवाइस और एलिमेंट्स को यूज़ करता है. नेक्स्ट वी हैव रीडर इन्वॉल्वमेंट. इसमें डायरेक्ट एड्रेस किया जाता है रीडर को. देन वी हैव मैजिक रियलिज्म. मैजिक रियलिज्म इज एन अप्रोच to literature that weaves fantasy and myth into everyday life. Within a work of magical realism, the world is still grounded in real world, but fantastical elements are considered normal in this world. So magic realism में fantastical elements या magical elements को normal consider कर दिया जाता है. Then we have fiction, the mixing of actual historical events with fictional events without clearly defining what is factual and what is fictional. So fiction में historical events को fictional events के साथ merge कर दिया जाता है बिना ये define किए कि क्या factual है और क्या fictional है. For example, we have the novel In Cold Blood. Now this novel is based on a true story of the murder of the Clutterov family in 1959. And the book is written as if it was a fiction. So these were the major characteristics of postmodern literature. Next, I'm going to talk about the major writers of postmodern era. The first we have Doris Lessing. She got the Nobel Prize in the year 2007 and she is famous for the novels The Golden Notebook and The Grass is Singing. The next writer we have is J.K. Rowling, who is famous for her Harry Potter series. Then we have William Golding, got the Nobel Prize in the year 1983, and he wrote Lord of the Flies, To the Ends of the Earth, and Darkness Visible. Next we have Kingsley Amis, who wrote Lucky Jim. Then we have John Fowles, who wrote French Lieutenant Women. The next writer is A.S. Piat, who wrote the work Possession. Then we have Angela Carter and Harold Pinter. I have already made the separate videos on these writers, so go and watch these videos. Then we have Samuel Beckett, who got the Nobel Prize in the year 1969, and he wrote the plays Murphy, Watt, Molloy, Melon Dice, The Unnameable, Waiting for Godot, Endgame, Crepes Last Step, and Happy Days. The next playwright is Tom Stoppard, who wrote the plays Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, Travesties and Jumpers. Then we have Arnold Wesker, who wrote the Wesker trilogy, in which we have three plays. Chicken Soup with Barley, the second one is Roots, and the last one is I Am Talking About Jerusalem. The next writer is John Osborne, who wrote the play, a realist play, Look Back in Anger. Then we have Seamus Heaney, who got the Nobel Prize in the year 1995, and he is famous for the collection of poem Death of a Naturalist, in which we have three poems: Digging, Death of a Naturalist, and the last one is Midterm Break. So that's all about today. If you have any query, you can post your comments in the comment section down below, and keep watching Literary Readers. Thank you.